Hi, and welcome to For You to Envy TV News. I'm your host, Mr. Padmore. In the news today, top headlines: the Japanese funded blackfish facility near completion. Former PM warns public sector workers being shortchanged. New food strain in SVG, and government to tackle escalating flight issue in Kingston. Top headlines. Be right back after these messages. The Health Minister, Mr. Daniel Cummins, addressed a growing problem by saying it's not a new phenomenon. This growing problem is the flighting again on Kingston. It's my flights about your place. You know what I mean? According to the minister, the problem is fundamentally linked with sanitation. Several initiatives are expected to be launched as soon as possible. The minister also expressed that specific concern regarding how restaurants manage the waste emanating from their kitchens, identifying that this is a significant contributor to this problem. He also added, improving the country drainage system or as seen as a priority, in this time. It's a government intend now to collaborate now with the water authority and sanitation and get together now and do some cleaning up down Kingston. So get upon that, Mr. Daniel Cummins, Minister of Health. And in other news, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Mr. Godwin Friday, highlighted a serious mismatch between the skills available to the national workforce and the specific work required for major infrastructure projects. Friday also said unemployment is high because there are jobs opening that cannot be filled because citizens do not possess the necessary expertise. So this mismatch currently affecting the construction of the new hospital happening in Arnesville. So this project right now employed 185 people at this time, but the workforce will have to double if they are to meet the original completion timeline, which is next year, starting next year. I heard me on trap plastic work. You don't know, I can hit trap plastic in the building, but I want trap plastic. Call me Mr. Friday, I can do some work. But in other news, I tell you sports news. How much sports news? Kendall Mercury, Kendall Mercury, the head coach of the SVG St. Vincent and the Grenadines, under 17, national team. The men, if you're wondering, the boys, men were on 17 boys. Say his mission is to qualify for the under 17 World Cup. They had a press conference where he outlines certain strategies and things he want to do. But see, come again against USA, difficult, but he still would like to qualify for this event. Put SVG for the football man. Play your best schedule, Mercury. The boys play some ball, training Monday, Thursdays, and some on Wednesdays. They have to train more often, but since they men get in school, they think they're going to train all the men as you would like. Stop complaining. Do what you can do, the way time you got, and make sure St. Vincent beat you, USA, in that game, and SVG qualify for this event. That would do. And in other news, the Barley Blackfish processor will soon be processing blackfish under improved hygienic standards with the bottle and glass blackfish enhancement project in commission. They say this project cost $1.68 million, and when it started all back in 2023. You know, it had no setback, no the hurricane and the volcanoes or thing happened, I know. But they blame the hurricane, they blow down some stuff and mash some things, but they, but it's this project, everything alright. This project is funded, by the government of Japan. First, the Chinese and Japan don't agree. So then what the Chinese don't hear, Japanese don't hear, then they got war don't hear too. What you said? They afraid man, and then what the Japanese and Chinese, people ain't easy. Why they want to buy islands? We kind of spend that money doing here. Things. All right. And in other news, Minister of Health Daniel Cummings confirmed that there's a new Pacific strain of influenza which recently hit the island. But he also trying to get people to know that this influenza flu, flu, is under control. See, the increased spike is not only in SVG, it's all throughout the Caribbean. People one point look at Trinidad and say that no, the carnival issue and thing festivals, people flock there and then go back home now, getting it home and spreading it, so it start them with Trinidad. I don't know. But he also said measures are in place for any situation in case of the outbreak. You want a COVID-19 outbreak, but though he ain't a lot. Don't think you know he'll hit from already. Can't really lock no more. All right. And in other news, former Prime Minister, my boy, Ralph Gonzalez, have expressed significant concern regarding the government approach to the public sector compensation, noting a lack of communication regarding salary increase for this year. He stated that his administration had planned to immediately commence discussions with the public sector unions for an increase effective for the first of this month. No such negotiations have been taking place with the current government. He also said that 2026 estimate must include a specific figure that the government can afford. He said NDP, the other people, not addressing the salary question, but distracting the sector with one-off bonus, leaving the public sector short change. He said it is all a breach of trust, but they said double salary, and no, what can get a bonus. They want a bonus, once they want, they may want increase with the salary, so every time they get paid, they get more money. Not one-off less money. That's how the bonus, you want to, but you want increase, so you pay, every people get paid, you want to get paid more money, and you still want the bonus. So you at time for that can good for the doing being rich already, you know. And you do it ready. Start playing with the essentials money. All right. But in our top headline today, former Prime Minister, my boy, Ralph Gonzalez, is saying it was necessary to borrow when the nation was in the crisis. Talking about when they had the COVID, then gosh, and they had the volcano, then they had the hurricane. I might have borrow a piece of money, right? Keep everything floating in the street, and man, you know what I mean? You see, the government had no choice but to borrow. The debt that Ralph dig a hole in was $3.4 billion. But the former Prime Minister, my boy Ralph, said it was manageable since the country GDP, gross domestic product, has grown significantly from under 800 million that are back in 2001 to nearly 3.5 billion by the end of 2024. He also mentioned that the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, placed its country on a path to bring them that debt down by 2035. He criticized the NDP and other people on their stand on not borrowing. Because the NDP don't want to borrow money from the body. NDP want to be, play them to go there headstrong. You know what I mean? They play them independent and think they want to borrow money. That way things happening, right? But then they're going to stand on not borrowing. He said, Mr. Gonzalez, who's talking, he said that without borrowing, the country won't finish significant projects. The government said for that hospital, the RSB, what you see, they're borrowing money. I got 110 million, I know he got money from. I fail to create wealth, if the government ain't get bread. And you're going to fail to create jobs that make the country bread. Huh? He also stated that Friday is running the country on fumes already and not gasoline, which is needed for the economy to grow. Those are the words of the former Prime Minister, opposition leader, Mr. Ralph Gonzalez. Well, folks, that's all the time we have today. Thank you for tuning in to For You to Envy TV News. As you know, I'm your host, Mr. Padmore. Can you straight carry on smartly?